What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and it is finally time to start our Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise. And this episode is going to be basically the introduction episode. I want to thank you guys for being patient with me as I started this a little later than I wanted to. I wanted to get these sliders just right, and then of course there was a week or so where I wasn't able to upload. So again, just thank you guys for your patience. And basically, yeah, we're just going to go over the roster in this one. And then the next episode will be week 1 of the regular season. So first, we have to go over kind of what we're doing here. Commissioner settings or whatever. We're playing on all Madden. And normal game speed simulation, all that stuff is pretty much the same. We're going to disable the relocation setting. We don't need anyone moving. And we're playing with pre-existing injuries on. But I will say, when I went to start the franchise, we had no injuries, so I don't know if that's a glitch or if the Bucs are just ridiculously healthy. But that's kind of the way we're starting this thing out. And we're going to start on 13-minute quarters. That's what I played on last year. It seemed to work fine, so we're going to do that again, at least to start. And then, of course, if the sliders are, kind of playing better on shorter or longer quarters, then we'll go to that. And we're using Charter 04 sliders. If I remember to do it, I will link it in the description so you guys can go check it out if you want to use those. They seem to be, that's what I usually use. They seem to be pretty good in terms of, realistic gameplay. So that's what we're rolling with. Again, that'll be in the description. So Jameis Winston in real life got suspended for the first 3 games, I believe it is. So we're going to do that in this series as well. So Ryan Fitzpatrick's actually going to be our starter for the first 3 weeks, and then Winston will be back. Basically what you do is you just take him out of the depth chart so he can't get put in the game. And then at running back, Charles Sims in real life was injured, and they actually just reached a injury settlement with him in real life, so he got released. And these are the rosters, I think, that came out either yesterday or Saturday. They came out sometime over the weekend. So he's no longer on the team. So that means Ronald Jones II, Peyton Barber, Jacquizz Rodgers are only 3 running backs on roster. And Rojo is probably going to get the first shot at the starting job. But if he screws up, we got a couple other backs. It's definitely a spot we're going to have to address probably pretty quickly within the first couple seasons of the franchise. On to receiver, Mike Evans is our star receiver. They just gave him a big deal, I believe it was a year ago. So he's going to be in our series for a while. He's going to be our guy. Sort of the Allen Robinson of this franchise. DeSean Jackson, 31 years old, 85. We could cut him, save 11 mil. I actually put him on the trade block to kind of see if we can get something for him. Because I do want Humphries and Godwin to be the 2 and 3 receivers, probably Humphries in the slot, Godwin out wide. I think Godwin can be a star in this league, and we want to give him a shot at it. But if they don't give us a whole lot for Jackson, we won't trade him. We'll keep him. He's only on a 1-year deal anyway. On to tight end, Cameron Brate's kind of the same thing. I put him on the trade block. He most likely won't get traded just because he is pretty good, but I want O.J. Howard to be the guy. We do run a lot of 2 tight end sets here, and I definitely like running 2 tight end sets. So, we'll probably keep him, but I put him on there just in case someone blows us away with an offer I can't refuse. Looking at the offensive line, though, we definitely got to rebuild that pretty quickly. Ali Marpet is decent on the left side there. Otherwise, right guard's just terrible. Kappa, and he's a rookie, but I don't really see him being around as like our solution at right guard. DeMar Dotson being the one offensive lineman we're going to try to keep. On to the defense. Others, we're going to have to rebuild that pretty much through the draft right away. On to the defensive side of things. Jason Pierre-Paul, the Bucs just signed him, so we can't really get rid of him. As you can see, it's a $15 million penalty, so we're kind of stuck with him, but he's still 29 years old. He's still decent. And, Golson's not exactly, blowing us away. On the other side, though, Vinny Curry, they signed him. And I really don't like that deal because I want Noah Spence to play. He's 24 years old in his 3rd season. So we actually put Curry on the trade deadline, and if they give us pretty much anything for him, I'm going to move him. I want Spence to be the guy. If not, we'll probably just start Spence anyway. And then Mitch Unrin's the same thing. Obviously, Gerald McCoy is one of the leaders of this team. But we drafted, the Bucs drafted Vita Vea in the first round. And I want him to start. He's a much better run stopper anyway than Unrin. If you look at their stats, he's pretty much already better. He's 23 years old, rookie. So we're definitely going to try to trade Unrin. If they don't want to give us anything for him, we're just going to start Vea over Unrin. And then on to the linebacking core. It's pretty decent. Kendall Beckwith, second-year man, out of LSU. I think he's going to be a pretty good player for us. I think he may take a couple years to really develop. But then Quan Alexander, 24 years old, 81 overall, out of LSU as well. He's ready to, I think, take that next step for us. And then, of course, Levante David, probably one of the best linebackers, if not the best linebacker in the NFL. Definitely the captain of our squad. So our linebacking core, I want to try to keep them together for multiple seasons. To the secondary, which is our biggest issue on this team, in my opinion. You have Brent Grimes. He's not really that great of a coverage guy anyway. And he's 35 years old. He's on a 1 year. He has 1 year left on his deal. We're not going to re-sign him. So that means Vernon Hargreaves is kind of our best option. So we're definitely going to have to draft some corners. And then safety is just a freaking dumpster fire at this point. You got Justin Evans out of Texas A&M. And Josh Robinson at free safety. And then over at strong safety, you have Chris Conte and Keith Tandy. I'm not sure even at this point who's starting. Most likely it'll probably be Conte and Evans. Possibly Tandy and Evans. I'm not really sure. But either way, we definitely want to develop, draft some safeties, maybe bring a guy in free agency. I don't know. We got to address the secondary within the first offseason. That's just the way it's got to be. Or we're not going to do anything in this franchise because the offense is going to throw on us all day if we keep it the way it is. And then we have Canton, Zaro, and Anger, punter and kicker, two very good, punters, and a punter and kicker's very reliable. So hopefully we'll probably keep them around. And then looking at the practice squad, Anthony Averett, the rookie out of Alabama, I'm actually going to sign him to the team and release somebody because I don't want him to get stolen off the practice squad. When I'm recording this, I haven't done that yet, but we're actually going to get rid of, we have 3 left ends. We don't need 3 left ends, especially when you have JPP. So we're actually going to release the third guy, save some money that way, and then we're going to sign the corner up, Anthony Everett. We're going to sign him off the practice squad so nobody can steal him from us. And then, like I said earlier in the video, there's no injuries for some reason. I don't know if that's a glitch or if the Bucs are just ridiculously healthy. But that's the way we're starting. And then, of course, like I said, Winston is going to be suspended. We're going to keep that storyline going through the first 3 games. Let's quickly take a look at the schedule. I'm not going to read off all the games for you. Obviously, you guys can read. But we do start off at the Saints. And we are facing the AFC North this year. And I believe we are playing the NFC East. Yes, we are playing the NFC East this year. So, in the AFC North. Somewhat of a tough schedule. With that said, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys are looking forward to this franchise, be sure to smash that like button. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more Buccaneers franchise here on the channel. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Till next time, peace.